Today, I'm going to try to make a little pop-up 3D reindeer. So what I have is I have a square of red paper. This is just going to be my base. You could use any color you wanted. I just happen to like red. And I have a couple of chunks of brown paper. My chunks of brown paper are about 2 inches wide. The one is about 4 inches long. The other is about 6 or 7 inches long. You can play around with these, though, and really make your reindeer any size you want. My brown paper is actually just cut out of a brown shopping bag. So I've got my piece of brown paper that's shorter. Like I said, this is about 2 inches by about 4 or 5 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to roll it into a loop. And once I've got it rolled into a loop, I'm going to use some glue and I'm going to glue up the edge of my loop. I didn't have my glue open good there. So put some glue on there, roll that into a loop, and then I'm going to hold my loop in place while it dries. On the back side of my loop, while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and draw myself a little reindeer face. So a couple of eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Now, if you're not a huge fan of that reindeer face or you want more of a Rudolph face, feel free to do that. If you've got some glitter glue, pulling out a little bit of red glitter glue and giving him a great big red nose can be fun. If you've got googly eyes at home, take your reindeer, add a drop or two of glue on there, and stick in a googly eye, and you've got a really fun reindeer face then. Now, you also may want to find a piece of scrap brown paper and cut it into a pair of antlers that you can attach to the back of your reindeer. And I would do that just by taking your scrap of brown paper, folding it in half, and then starting with a shape that turns it into a U. So a curve at the bottom, a little chunk for one antler, go up, a chunk for another antler, go back up, and again back into a U. This cute little antler piece now is connected at the bottom, and I can put just a touch of glue on there too. You wouldn't have to use your glitter glue, you could use your regular glue. Then I can take my loop and just attach my antlers to the back, and I'm going to let the Rudolph head here sit and dry for a moment while I start working on making his body. To make his body, I've got my longer strip. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my longer strip and I'm going to roughly fold it in half, but I'm not going to crease that. I'm going to fold over the bottoms because I know I need some feet, and then I'm going to cut a U out of the middle for the legs. Cut, cut, cut. This is going to become Rudolph's body. I'm going to take my glue, and I'm going to use my glitter glue just so you can see really clearly, and I'm going to put some drops of glue on the bottom of those feet and some glue on the bottom of those feet. And then I'm going to stick my feet down to my red paper, fold them over, and stick my feet down to my red paper. So he begins to make a great big loop. Now, I want to set that aside for a moment and let it dry. When it's dry, you're going to be able to see my reindeer loop there has his lovely body all attached, and I'm ready to attach his head to the front of him. So I'm going to use a decent amount of glue on the back of that head. Go ahead, stick it on there, hold it down, and then I have my cute little 3D reindeer. And you can see him right there standing. He's got his legs. He stands up nice and straight and tall. If you want to get extra fancy with him, there's his cute head. You could add a little tail. So cut a little piece of brown paper into the shape of a leaf. Give yourself a little spot of glue on the back and stick that to the back of my reindeer. And I've got a cute little tail that attached to him as well. There's his tail sticking up. I hope you had fun making this reindeer with me, and I hope you have a very wonderful holiday.